What is up, everyone? Welcome to Heroes Avenue. My name is Darren, and today we're going to be talking about strictly DC stuff per usual. But before I get started, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and comment on anything you guys hear that's interesting to you or any questions you guys have in the comments below. So let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to be talking about this Zack Snyder Vero responses that he gave out, and then I'm going to jump into DC debunk rumors that were released today. So the first one is from Vero, and basically Zack Snyder just confirmed that Junkie XL score is going to be coming to his Justice League cut. That's right, Junkie XL, Hans Zimmerman, they're coming back, and they're going to be making some good score music again, getting rid of that Danny Elfman score that we heard in the original cut, or not the theatrical cut, to make it more correct. So this is very interesting to me, because I was kind of like wondering whether or not Junkie XL was going to come back and actually score his cut or not, because I think Junkie XL was originally planned before Zack Snyder was left the studio after his daughter passed away. Junkie XL was there, then he left, and then they brought on Danny Elfman when Josh Whedon got on, and so I'm super stoked about this. The Vero conversation basically went with some guy named David Avery. He says, we get into Junkie XL score for Justice League, and Zack Snyder says, fuck yes. And then someone else comes in, Hans Zimmerman's 2 piano notes, and then Zack Snyder responds, of course, is there another? So that right there, I mean, Zack Snyder, this guy has a lot of friends, a lot of people love his work. So bringing back Junkie XL, I'm pretty sure it was an easy ask for him, or either Junkie XL probably came up to him and offered his work, because right now no one's really doing much. And so this is super cool. I am totally excited to hear the official Justice League score. I think the Justice League, I don't even know what the Justice League score is in the theatrical cut that we got. It's, even if there is one, it's not even iconic, or it didn't even stick out for me to even recognize. Not like that Wonder Woman beat, not like the Superman beat, not like I think he even made a Batman score as well. So, so hearing a Justice League score from Hans Zimmerman or Junkie XL is gonna be dope. I think the only thing I do like from the Justice League is the Flash score when Wonder Woman, she drops her sword, and then the Flash does that little like bing where he touches the tip of the tip of the sword, and he's like running really fast and he does it. So I think that's like my favorite score out of the entire movie. Yeah, besides that, everything is just okay. I mean, they brought back the original stuff from the anime series with the Batman and Superman, but I mean, I wasn't lit up. Like, I wasn't like, oh man, oh my god, childhood. I wasn't like that. I was like, that's cool. I'd rather hear something more original, something more that sounds more iconic, more just something fresh. That's all I want. So this is some great confirmation. I think this kind of slipped through the cracks of all the other articles that came out there, and all the other YouTube videos. So this is super cool. So if you guys like this, let me know in the comments below. All right. So the next topic that I'm going to talk about is this debunk tweets that Humberto Gonzalez, who is the person that broke the story about Michael Keaton becoming Batman, he went on a Twitter rant and basically debunked a bunch of DC rumors that are out right now. They're floating around the internet, and there's just a lot out there, and I know a lot of them is just bullshit. And I'm just gonna go down his Twitter list and read you the tweets that he's debunking. All right, so the first one is about Constantine. He says, there is no Constantine movie being developed at DC. So that was a couple weeks ago or a few months ago. They're saying that Constantine movie is going to come back, and they're going to develop a movie. And I think they said what's his name? Keanu Reeves is going to come back and play Constantine. I think I saw a rumor out there, which is crazy. I think that would be crazy, kind of cool-ish, but I was like, why do we even need that? So I'm glad that is debunked. And then the other tweet says, someone asked him, "What about Justice League Rebirth?" I think this guy was basically saying that, is there a Justice League Rebirth movie coming out, like a reboot, I guess. And he says that is Fugazi as well, not true. And then he says, well, yeah, and then he basically confirms that Ezra Miller is going to come back to play the Flash, which is kind of dumb because he talked about that already in the Michael Keaton news. And then he says that Batgirl is not going to become Batman Beyond. At best, maybe a cameo or two. So this is in response of Grace Randolph, which she blocked me on Twitter, so I can't really see her tweet. It's kind of embarrassing. Let me know if you guys are blocked. I know she blocks a lot of comments, a lot of Twitter accounts out there. So basically, Grace Randolph, she made a video about how Batgirl will be the next Batman Beyond. She'll take place of Terry McGinnis in the future if Michael Keaton's Batman is successful or whatnot, if he sticks around. And she said Batgirl will replace Terry McGinnis, and Umberto is basically debunking that. So I know Umberto and Grace, they don't have the best relationship. They've been kind of having like a Twitter war when the whole Keaton news broke out, which it's kind of funny to watch. Anyways, moving on. The next rumor he's debunking is, someone asked him, is there any truth to the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern rumor? Which I even reported I reported as a rumor on our YouTube channel. He said, not true, there is no deal or talks with Warner's on this. That is a huge bummer because I would have thought that would have been a great in-your-face to Marvel, because there's no plans for Deadpool 3 right now. Plus, given the fact that, you know, the narrative made it seem like Ryan Reynolds wanted to right his wrongs, and so going back and playing Green Lantern, even though he's made fun of the character and the role after he's played that, played Green Lantern, it would have been cool to see him like kind of redeem himself. So him debunking this, regardless if it's true or not. So if it's true, that this is not true, I guess. It's a huge bummer because I would love to see that. But I would also love to see a different actor play Hal Jordan in the Zack Snyder Justice League. So that would be really cool. So another tweet, someone asked him, how about Ben Affleck back as Batman? And then he responds, as much as I personally want to see this, unfortunately this is not true either. So, huge bummer. Regardless if you guys believe this Umberto or not, I mean, this guy is, you guys know, this guy's credible. He's the one that broke the biggest story of his career like last month, with the Michael Keaton talks to showing up as Batman in the Flash movie. So hearing this is a huge bummer, but also I'm kind of relieved because I feel like these rumors are kind of like all over the place, and having two Batmans at the same time, especially with Ben Affleck kind of like retracting what he said, when he said he hung up the cape and he did all that, made it like very dramatic, and he's like, oh, I'm retired, I'm not gonna be Batman anymore, so I just couldn't crack the movie. I moved past it. I'm already accepted Robert Pattinson as Batman. I'm looking forward to that. As much as I would love for him to, come back and play as Batman in his own like mini series, because that was a rumor, right? Ben Affleck was supposed to get his mini series on HBO Max as Batman. Would have been dope to see, but also I'm already like over it. Like I'm past it. Like I didn't need it. I didn't need it at that point. But if it came, cool. But I moved past it. So hearing that he's debunking this, I'm not gonna cry over it. So there you go. Sorry if I offended anyone out there, but I mean, it's kind of like getting an ex-girlfriend trying to come back to you. Like, dude, I'm over you already. Like, back away. Like, I don't need you in my life. So let's move on. We already have Robert Pattinson. He looks great in the role, and I'm excited for that. So the last thing he's debunking, or kind of speaking on, is the Zatanna movie. So he says, there is a Zatanna movie in development, has been for a while, but no writer has been hired yet. So there's been quite some smoke with the Zatanna rumor saying that, it's going to be in development and all that stuff. So it's good to hear that it is somewhat true, but they just haven't hired a writer yet. I'm not the biggest fan of Zatanna, so even if it didn't happen, I'm not heartbroken. So if it is happening, cool. More content for us to watch on the big screen. So I'm just curious on who they're gonna cast and what the spin of the story is going to be like, and if they can make it interesting enough for us to go to the theaters, or more of the general audience to go to the theaters. Because I don't know, for me she's not that interesting. If you guys are like a diehard Zatanna fan, let me know in the comments and let me know why you love her so much. But that's pretty much it. I just want to talk about all these DC rumors and debunking them from Humberto Gonzalez, who is the CEO or the founder of Heroic Hollywood. It's a blog, comic book website. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys again. Bye.